So today we're going to watch football on every different surface that they play on here in Medellin, Colombia. So we're going to try and watch 4 games in just one day. So something I had no idea about before I came here was what sort of football boots do I need to bring? What sort of pitches do they play on? So today I'm just going to show you every single one. There's 4 different types, which I'll explain in a little bit. We can't watch the football without a little pre-game snack. So this is pan de bono, which is egg, corn flour, what else? Cheese and yuca, which is like a root vegetable. Yeah. So here we go. Good. Just like, I don't know if you can see, but it's like soft and cheesy. It's good. That gets a 7 out of 10. It's Medellin's biggest sports center. Lots of football shirts about, lots of sports happening. And through INDA, the organization, it's pretty much all free, which is amazing. Right, so there's 4 types of pitch that you'll play football on here. The first one is synthetic. So this is the one that you'll see most commonly around Medellin. So it's been done by INDA, the organization, since the 90s. They were formed in 1993. So these pitches are, typically quite hard. They've been around for a long time, so they're not soft as they were when they're first made, but they're always being improved on. For these, you'll need those proper AstroTurf shoes with the flat-ish sole. You don't want to be playing with molds on them really, or studs, because you'll just be falling all over the place. The ground isn't thick enough. It's artificial grass, but it's too flat to be running around with molds, right? The second type of pitch that you'll play on is a natural grass pitch, but you don't find many of these. We're actually here at one of the only natural grass pitches that often has teams here playing. And for these, of course, you'll need proper football boots with the molds or with the studs, depending on how much it's been raining. The rain evaporates really fast here because it's quite hot, so you don't often see the pitch in a terrible condition, but you definitely don't want to be playing with the AstroTurf style football boots on here. The third type of pitch that you'll see is the sand pitches, and there aren't too many of these around because INDA, the organization, are replacing a lot of them with much better new AstroTurf pitches. But there are still a few, so we're going to go and check one of them out today. I think, and we'll have to confirm this today, that you want to wear those type of AstroTurf boots. You don't want to be wearing proper mold or stud boots on those ones. But yeah, I'm interested to watch a game on there because I've never actually seen a game on there before. But the surface is definitely different from playing on grass or on synthetic, so let's go and see what that's like. The last type of pitch that you'll see here, the hard court pitches, and these are more micro football. So micro football is different in many ways. It's like a smaller, heavier ball. You'll use more the sole of your shoe to control the ball. The style is different. It's a lot more like skills and more touches on the ball. It's a little less fluid as a team. And there's loads of these hard courts around the city. That's alongside the synthetic, it's probably the most common type of football you'll see here. And a lot of the locals will only play micro football. A lot of them don't play the bigger 11-a-side pitches. So we'll go and check that out as well. And a lot of these pitches are cool. They're often in a kind of funny shape. They might not even be a regular shape. They might have lots of street art from the football teams here. So these pitches are really cool. You can go and watch a game on the hard court micro football courts while you're here in Medellin. You definitely should. They're always improving the courts here and making better facilities. It's really good. So we've found our first 11-a-side game. It's on the synthetic grass that we just spoke about. This is probably the most common type of pitch that you'll see here in Medellin. They do lots of good work to try and make synthetic pitches. In terms of the style, I'd say typical Colombian football. It's quite an individual game compared to in other places I've watched football. People like to take a lot of touches in the middle. They want to dribble with the ball. It's fun to watch, but I feel like it's a bit less of a team game here and a bit more of an individual game. Centre back for Barcelona, easily my favourite player. Just poofs it every time he gets it. Old school.
Proper Dutch ball.
Old school. Yeah, Dutch ball. Not the best game I've ever seen, and they can't complain too much because the surface was pretty good. So, yeah. Shame we didn't see a goal. Hope we don't have to pay an entrance fee. As you can see, they're using the mini goals and there's someone stood in the goal, so incredibly hard to score. So we found a grass game of football. We had to search a little bit, we had to come somewhere else. This is a private university, so I don't know the deal, whether these guys are paying or something, I'm not sure. But it's quite funny, if you can see, like, they don't have any markings on the pitch at all. There's literally no lines anymore. They also, I don't know if you can see, but they're playing right up to this line here on the floor. If you look back over this way, you can see that the corner where they would take a corner from goes like way beyond this line that they're playing to, so it kind of makes no sense. I don't know why no one's been able to at least mark out with cones where the pitch ends, but there you go. Like an insane width. The pitch is so wide. This guy's playing, right? Is he watching? I can't tell. Oh, Jesus. It's also hard to know what sort of game this is because most of them look about 18 and then there's definitely two guys that look about 50. So it's really random.
Uy. La tocó él. Ah, toca. Tiene la cara.
Easily the most chaotic game I've seen. It's organized enough to have a ref, organized enough to have like organized kits and stuff, but the actual game's chaotic. No lines on the pitch, and yeah, these guys are not really controlling the ball. They're just kind of smashing it forward and hoping for the best. But yeah, it's fun to watch. This is proper football. I don't know if you can see the rocks there as well. That must absolutely kill diving on that. We're 3 games down, 1 to go, and we're having lunch at a Spanish place that we found just around the corner. So this isn't really in the very touristy part of the city, but wow, it looks good. Look at this, proper paella. Not again. It's a washout.
It's been a washout, isn't it?
Which means it's raining too much. We're going home. We're going to try and come back out in 2 hours' time for one last game of the day. It's a veterans game played on sand, so it should be quite funny.
What did you say?
This is absolute carnage. Something about the surface still makes it kind of bouncy.
Right.
Oh shit, penalty. Did he give that? I think so. It's running on to take it. Okay, 3-2. They're losing.
No,
still.
3-3, right?
Is it?
They scored 2 this half, right?
Ice cold beer, so it's exploding out the top.
Still, the break isn't too long.
Did you see that? It's like bicycle kicked it on the floor.
Oh mate, I had such a good day. Honestly, I think just normally watching 4 games of football would get a bit boring, but 4 games of football on completely different surface, completely different standard of players, and also we didn't pay a penny to walk through a door. Everything was free. I literally spent my money on lunch and a couple of beers. So doing that beats going to the stadium every time. Honestly, like the amount of interesting players of football that we've seen today, definitely better than going to the stadium.
Yeah, not only was it different types of pitches and different playing styles, it was also different weather conditions, which also like shifted all the games.
Yeah, I mean, the fact they didn't cancel that game of that last game after all the rain we had.
Yeah, they were playing in the mud,
yeah,
basically.
This city just loves football and everything carries on, you know? It doesn't matter what pitch they're playing on, doesn't matter the weather, they just carry on. So for me, it's fascinating, and yeah, hopefully we can bring you some more videos like this watching amateur football in Colombia, because yeah, I'm not sure there's anyone else doing it.
Yep.